In today's video, you'll learn the 3 pillars to improving your time management as a small business owner or solopreneur without having to use fancy tools or apps. Most distracted small business owners and solopreneurs spend their time putting out metaphorical fires in their business or over focusing on the day-to-day operations, jumping around between different tasks, and keep all of their goals and plans kind of locked up in their head. Here's what happens when you do those things. You end up feeling stuck and frustrated. You make intermittent and inconsistent progress on your goals, both personally and professionally. And ultimately, you might even feel burned out or unfulfilled. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the 3 essential pillars that I use to help my clients drastically improve both the effectiveness and the impact of their time management and productivity. Now, each of these 3 pillars has its own framework and methods that I use inside my one-on-one coaching program. And so to save time and reduce the information overload today, I'll just share the highlights in this video. So let's start with the first step. And this step alone can help you get more done and prevent those important tasks from slipping through the cracks. The mistake that many small business owners and solopreneurs make here is that they don't consistently decide in advance how they're going to spend their time. They have kind of an ad hoc approach to time management, and they might even decide how to spend their time just based on what they feel like doing that day. When you do those things, you end up treading water in your business. You're jumping around from one thing to the next, working on stuff when you randomly have the time. You might even feel like you're stuck in terms of progress, or like you're working all the time, but don't have a whole lot to show for it, not making progress toward your personal goals or your professional goals. The first thing you need to do to get started is to just set aside some time at the beginning of each week to plan your time for the upcoming week. Some people like to do this on Monday morning. Me personally, I like to do it on Sundays so that I can get up bright and early Monday morning and be ready to hit the ground running. Planning your time on a weekly basis is ideal for several reasons. First, it helps you get an idea of the progress that you'll likely be able to make over a week's time. It also helps you to balance your work and personal time over the period of several days so that you can prevent burnout. And it's also a manageable chunk of time. It's not too long, but it's not planning every single day one at a time. And so you're getting a good amount of planning done in that time, but it's not too overwhelming. Next, write down all the stuff that you'd like to get done in your personal life and your professional life, as well as any meetings, appointments, etc., that aren't already on your calendar for the upcoming week. Finally, start plugging tasks into blocks on your schedule. There are a lot of additional considerations here in terms of things like energy management, strategic scheduling, and sustainability that I don't have time to go into in today's video. So for now, just know that those things are available as options and that they can greatly enhance your time management. Finally, at the end of each day and week, take a look at what you did and didn't get done and take any necessary steps to address it. This is also a great time to assess how your energy management went, how you got distracted from things, or times when you were able to really get into deep work. And so you can assess how you're working, how you're managing your time throughout the day and throughout the week, and make tweaks and adjustments based on that as well. When you take the time to plan your time using a basic time management system, what you're really doing is budgeting your time toward achieving your business and personal goals. It's kind of like budgeting and investing your money. Just like budgeting and investing puts your money to work for you, planning and managing your time puts your time and effort to work for you. It can help you avoid burnout, get more done in less time, and make progress toward your personal and your professional goals. Next, let's move on to the second pillar of time management without having to use fancy tools and apps. So, research shows that this step alone makes you between 33 and 42% more likely to achieve your personal and business goals. And when you add this step in, it helps you really focus your time management and focus your effort on the things that matter the most. As a result, your time and effort are more impactful and help you actually move in the direction that you want your business and your life to go. Some of the biggest mistakes that people make at this stage are not creating plans to achieve their goals, not writing their goals down, or not setting goals at all. When you do those things, you don't make a lot of progress on your goals over time, and progress often rolls to a standstill. Even worse, some people get mad at themselves or even start resenting themselves for setting goals but not following through on achieving them. This pillar really has two steps, and the first is to set a strong goal and write it down. It seems really simple, and we all kind of know we should be doing this, but how many of us actually do? So, when you set a goal, it should be specific enough that you'll know exactly when you've achieved it. And you also want to have a target completion date. You can use the SMART goal framework for goal setting if you'd like. I think it's a pretty good basic framework for goal setting. When you get into a little bit more advanced goal setting, I think that the SMART goal framework has some shortcomings that I don't really have time to get into today. But if you're in the beginning of being serious about goal setting, or you're just setting some basic goals, I think the SMART goal framework is a good way to go. The second step in this pillar is to write down a plan to achieve your goal. There are several approaches and methods for creating your goal achievement plan. And again, it's not something that I have time to go into today. Just know that the plan can be as flexible and as detailed as you need it to be. And you don't have to have every single step in the plan completely right in order to get started. The whole idea behind creating a goal plan is to reduce overwhelm by having a general plan and some steps to follow, to document approximately what needs to be done and in what order, and to give yourself your marching orders so that you have a really good idea of what you need to do next. Not having a concrete goal to achieve your plan is kind of like planning to drive to a new city, but not using GPS or a map to help you get there. There's a great chance that you'll get lost, take tons of wrong turns, or even get frustrated, give up, and drive back home without reaching your destination. That's why it's essential to have a flexible plan that works for you to direct your actions so that you can move forward toward your goal. All right, let's talk about pillar number 3, my personal favorite, mindset. Gaining proficiency in this pillar is the single most impactful thing that you can do to improve your time management skills, overcome hurdles, and achieve your personal and your business goals. In fact, working on mindset is the perfect foundation for making progress on the other two pillars, time management system and setting goals and creating plans to achieve them. So many people make the mistake of thinking that mindset is an afterthought, something that they'll work on when they have tons of extra time and money. Or they totally discount mindset because they see it as a bunch of new age BS. Still, other people recognize the value of mindset and they work on it a little bit, but not enough to make lasting changes and overcome the obstacles and challenges that will continue to come up for them in the future. Because of those kinds of mistakes, mindset-based factors like overwhelm, fear of failure, self-doubt, fear of rejection, lack of motivation, or even fear of success end up holding people back. They don't make progress. They get stuck or stagnant in their business or their personal life, and some of them even give up and shut their business down. So let's talk about what you can do to help navigate and cultivate the mindset you need to help improve your time management overall. So, if you have thoughts, beliefs, or emotional patterns that are holding you back, the first step is to notice what's going on in your mind and be really honest with yourself about it. Next, it's important to understand where that stuff is coming from. If you have just a little bit of understanding about how your brain works in terms of creating fear, keeping you stuck, and preventing you from taking action, it can be so much easier to overcome those obstacles. And finally, it's important to cultivate your mindset, meaning your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions to help guide you in the direction you want to go. Just like if you had a goal to get into shape, sometimes when it comes to your mindset, you might have some old injuries that you need to address or unhealthy habits that you need to start moving away from. Cultivating your mindset, just like cultivating physical fitness, takes work, effort, and commitment. It's not something that you take care of once and suddenly you have the perfect mindset for the rest of your life. No, just like with physical fitness, mindset fitness is an ongoing practice, but it does provide untold volumes of benefits. Okay, so now you know the 3 pillars to improving your time management without having to use fancy tools or apps. If you work on any one of these 3 pillars, you will see results. The thing is, it can be really challenging to work on all 3 at the same time without any help. And without the benefits of systems and frameworks, you're left to kind of figure it all out on your own. But what if you could save time, shorten your growth and learning curves, and start making changes from the very first week? That's what I help small business owners and solopreneurs do inside my one-to-one coaching program, the Aligned Entrepreneur Time Mastery Method. It all starts with a free productivity power session. We'll talk about your unique challenges and create a plan to help you uplevel your mindset, manage your time more effectively, and make progress toward your unique goals, both in your business and in your personal life. Sign up for your free productivity power session today, and let's change the game in your business. Hey, I'm Amy Shield, time management and mindset coach for small business owners and solopreneurs. Thank you so much for checking out my video today. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.